right amount of moisture in all the leaves. Yep. Yeah. It's just spot on. But we didn't actually put it down for the builders. All right.
Yep, I'll put some there, yep. I believe in that. Yeah, right. Yep, tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, right, yeah. Say you what it was. We're all still there. We're all together. Almost 8 or 9. Good. So, but we're all there. We all stayed. We had our holiday. And so we all just holidays together and just kept an eye on it. And you don't know, good John's here. John's up there. We've got one there on our page. Right, what's that mean? Yeah, right.
Maybe the king will
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, better. You better go and order. That is yourself. Thank you.
if you want, no, that's okay. Isn't that on? We can touch the cola. Don't worry, I'll get it.
What conspiracies?
Cola's gonna, yeah. Marianne and I. All of us sitting there, but she had her phone there, but she's no.
Don't confuse me.
Indentation. Yeah, no, I used to have to like play in band all the time. I don't play often. No, you don't compliment. And you used to play guitar then? Like you're signed up for this band. You're signed up.
Well, which is why I'm
Oh. Well, we're going to have to talk about I've got to go. Well, I would say I'll get away with it. I sort of think being like saying anything on Facebook. You get on my I never intended to be a community band. When we had the big band going, we had a 5-piece and we had a lead singer. And I only used to do that. Really, I got a girl to sing, good singer, who couldn't work. She was play, and all sorts. So I got rid of that. I didn't get anybody to turn up to my own old-time dance band. Who's going to do this? Make them all dry. So I went out. I got away with that. I did like the lead singer band. Yeah, I did. Don't worry. Now, a couple of other people the ladies that are singing. Like no Terry Ellis. Terry didn't sail for it. And I did have another lady, she sort of stayed. We just take what we can get. So Did you sign that? Just come along and play with I love that car. Yeah. What I do with my things, like bed stuff. Entertained the old Kerry, also a storyteller. I need to practice before the next month. We do it the first Thursday of every month. They'll play people with the girls, so I'll do
No, I'm not nervous. I get nervous. No, before never to try to play. So, yeah, I'll ask them to be ready. If I say it's all right.
Can you go for that? That'd be lovely to go keyboards. Keyboard and signed it. Very, very basic. The keyboard is much easier because it does a lot of work. Come down and play on my Yeah, something like that. Yeah, a couple. Make a couple. Yeah, we'll have no those ones. I'll probably check the Maybe two overnight. I do have to tilt the dogs. Just an overnight. We leave it before it's got a nice carriage in the I come home the next day. Then we went up to Boyd's down a couple of months ago. It was the worst of that. So we come home the next day. Caravan the yard, we're over done. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking, yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was. Yes, well, that's right. Come and get the shop there when you say it's going to be out by yourself. I'm busy going to the hospital, so I've been over this afternoon. Yeah. Oh, I'm playing on London. I'd say, I'd say getting cat's meal for and getting breakfast in the morning. Oh, probably not that much taller than that. Yeah, there's something like that. Not maybe not shrunk a bit. I'll probably have shrunk a bit too. We're all doing it.
Yeah, that's organised. Yeah, but unfortunately we missed out on Yeah, it's very busy. I'm enjoying it.
You've got the full uniform.
Yes, you do. I'm enjoying it.
We were talking about the design school, talking about doing it. Sorry about that.
Really?
Oh, that's good. You're up feeling your chair. Hey, right here. Did it go well? Come around. Oh, wow. That's all right. Yeah, it's cool.
Good time.
Test 1, 2.
Hang on, no, I've included Mark for the band. We're going to play the keyboard or like that.
No, it's all right. Oh,
I've got a really wonderful voice for this.
well, I'm sure I
I'll bring him over.
And the people I thought if we don't start,
Still looking out the car because all this yellow there. How you going, John? Good? It's good?
Welcome all. Welcome, just have your attention, please. Thank you all. My name is Daniel Phelps and I'm currently serving as the Longford Brigade's captain. And I really do appreciate your efforts to be here tonight. It's been some time since we've been able to gather like this and are free to gather in this manner. And unfortunately, ill health and sickness have conspired to thwart the plans of a number of our members who did express great disappointment that they're unable to be here tonight. And as a result of that, we have set up a live stream, so thank you to Michael Wayne, the Communications Officer, for sorting that, which hopefully will be working now. So there'll be some who are logging in remotely, and I guess that's something that we've learnt that we have had to do over the last couple of years, and so hopefully you can hear me as well if you're not here. Also, we have organised a temporary turnout note to Esther, just to ensure that our celebrations are not interrupted by our pages. And I learned that because some years ago I remember feeling slightly guilty because I was the only operational firefighter enjoying our brigade's Christmas barbecue. Because everyone else was down at the peat fire, and I see a few people smiling. They remember that peat fire well. So that should not happen tonight. Thanks also to some of the local brigades who are covering for us tonight. We do appreciate that. And brief run through of what will happen for tonight. We'll be welcoming some special guests, and then there's going to be a presentation or two, and then some service certificates and also medals. So that will be presented. Then there'll be the cutting of the cake, which if you haven't seen it, come and have a look. It is amazing. And then after that, we're going to be viewing our 75th anniversary movie, which we put together called Courage Under Fire, which is about 24 minutes long. After that, there'll be a few words from our dignitaries and guests, followed by our first course of our meal. And thank you for everyone for your patience in ordering that as you came in, which means that we'll be able to have it delivered probably a little bit later now, but maybe 6:30. Then there'll be dessert, and finally, drinks and hearty conversation will round out the evening, and with people free to leave at a time of their choosing. So I hope that you enjoyed tonight, and it's now my duty to welcome our special guests. So perhaps if you could join me in a round of applause at the end. So first of all, we have a Deputy Chief Officer, Trevor Owen, and then we have Stradbroke Group Officer Brian Nichols and his wife Jenny. We also welcome former Stradbroke Group Officer John Mowat and his wife Rosemary, ex-brigade member Mr Bill Sharnock up at the back there, and also ex-brigade captain Mr Keith Hayward. And of course all of you here tonight. For tonight you are, all of you, indeed honoured guests. Thank you. Okay, I might just begin with a number of, we've got a couple of certificates of appreciation, and the first one we've got is for Pam Bishop. If you could please come down, Pam, make a welcome. And for those who don't know, Pam is one of our many non-operational members who quietly works in the background, getting things done that you don't notice. And she in the past has done a lot of cleaning of our brigade shed and her station. So thank you very much. We really appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you.
And another one of our unsung workers is Mr. Kevin Bishop. If you could please come down. And for those of you wondering why the lawn outside our station is always nice and short, despite the amazing growing season that we've had this last season, this is the man with the answer. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Daniel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, I do have another award here. This is a new award. We haven't done this before, and it's for the most turnouts. So this is the inaugural one, but we have a number of winners, and I'll explain why in a moment. So the first one goes to someone who has turned out, when I looked on the records, and I'm sure the records aren't completely accurate either, to 831 incidents. And I'm wondering if you can guess who that might be, and if you could please make very welcome Mr. Alan Wilson.
I'm in shock.
Alan Wilson, of course, is an ex-captain as well. If you could just stay at the front too, because there's a number of other names too. So when I looked at our records for the last year, so 2021, we had 2 members who were within one turnout, and I thought I simply couldn't choose one of those, knowing that our records may not be 100%. So if I could please invite Mr. Gary Watson and also Reese Goodwin.
You can borrow it, mate. You can borrow it too.
All right, we just look aside for a moment. I'll that one. The 3 Musketeers. Did you get?
Yep.
Yep. Thank you.
That's for sure, okay?
All right, so now we're going to get into the more formal part of the evening, and I'll be inviting Mr. Trevor Owen to come down and to present our service certificates and also our medals. Please make him welcome.
Thank you, Daniel. And firstly, can I say thanks for the invitation to join you on your special night. It's not in the station engine bay, so it's great to actually join you in this formal occasion to recognise 75 years and acknowledge 75 years history of your brigade. So on behalf of the Chief Officer, on behalf of myself, well done and congratulations. And I know there'll be some further formalities with cutting of the cake, and I look forward to seeing your short movie shortly. But I just wanted to pass on, it's a big achievement. You are integral to CFA. You are the centre of community. You are the community, and you know it so well. And if it wasn't for you and your friends and family, we wouldn't be able to do what we do, and that is protect life and property. And we do it so well because of your support. And I do want to really thank family and friends here tonight, because without your support, our members couldn't go out in the middle of the night, on weekends, Christmas days, Easter, peat fires over Christmas. And it's only through your dedication, your support too, to backing up our members to be able to do that, that your community can be protected and kept safe. So well done, and I look forward to more of the 75th formalities later on this evening. But I have the honour tonight to present a number of members with service awards and certificates. And some of them are quite long and lengthy, so I'll go through some of the service history as well, certainly when we get into the medal presentations. But I'll now get into calling up the members for the 5-year certificate. And the first one I'll call up is Catherine Vanderbeek. Thank you. Jared Walsh. Margaret Miller.
Now you're famous.
So congratulations to those three members for their 5-year certificates. And I'm sure they'll move into the next category as we do with these medal presentations. I look forward to further years of service and thank those for their 5 years so far. We'll now move into the official bit, which is the also the medal presentations tonight, which are, so, as I said, some are very long-standing. Before I read out and go through each member's history and present each member with their award, I will read out a little bit about the significance of the Service Award. So the members tonight will be presented with the CFA Service Award, which represents years of service, and I'll state the years of service for each member to CFA. The award consists of a circular medal with the CFA emblem contained within a rim and a scroll carrying the words Service Award. The emblem is superimposed on the fire star, which is based on the 8-pointed cross of St. John. Each point of the star separately represents the virtues of dexterity, explicitness, gallantry, loyalty, observation, perseverance, sympathy, and tact. These virtues were considered to represent the qualities of a firefighter, so the star was chosen as an insignia of many fire services, including the CFA. This medal is suspended by a bar carrying the coat of arms of the state of Victoria attached to a ribbon of red and white squares symbolising the CFA logo. On the reverse side of the medal are the words, "In recognition of service to the Country Fire Authority of Victoria." The 8-pointed star originated in the Maltese Cross, the emblem of the Knights of Malta, and was used by the Knights of the St. John of the Jerusalem at the time of the Crusades, which took place between the years of 1095 and 1270. So the first member I'd like to call upon tonight to receive a 10-year service medal is Pam Bishop. So Pam joined Halston Mount Eccles Brigade, District 9, on the 26th of the 4th, 1993. She then joined your brigade, Longford, on the 28th of the 12th, 2012. If you can join with me in congratulations to Pam for 10 years service. Okay, next one is also for 10 years, Cheryl Walker. So Cheryl joined your brigade on the 30th of 3rd, 2010. She's also been your brigade training officer in 2015, brigade community safety officer in 2017, been a second lieutenant in 2019, and has also continued on being the brigade, started in District 10 as a brigade administrative support officer in the 25th of the 11th, 2019. Been the first lieutenant since 1st of the 7th, 2021, and is also secretary of the brigade. double trouble on the 25th of 10th, 2021 as well. So please join with me in congratulations, Cheryl, on 10 years.
You have to look up and Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you.
20 years service, Gary Watson. So Gary was from District 13, Monbulk Brigade.
Yep.
My brother was at Monbulk. He joined Monbulk Brigade on the 15th of the 10th, 1988. He then joined Muralbark Brigade on the 22nd of the 1st, 2002. Then Macclesfield Brigade on the 20th of 6th, 2006. And then Menzies Creek Brigade on the 11th of the 9th, 2008. Then went back to Macclesfield Brigade on the 17th of the 3rd, 2011, and then joined Sarsfield Brigade on the 4th of the 7th, 2013. Before joining your brigade on the 19th of the 2nd, 2020. He's also been your Brigade Health and Safety Officer. If you can please join with me, congratulations, Gary, on 20 years service.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is for 35 years service, Ian Cook. So Ian joined Rosedale Brigade on the 15th of the 5th, 1986. He became the 4th Lieutenant in 1993, 3rd Lieutenant in 1999. He was then the 3rd Deputy Group Officer in 2000, and then joined your brigade on the 6th of the 12th, 2004. He's also been your V of BB delegate back in 2015. So if you join with me again, congratulations, Ian, 35 years service to Ministry. All right, 40 years service, Russell Hayward. So Russell joined your brigade on the 23rd, 1978. He then joined, how do I pronounce this? Merlu, sorry, I should pronounce it correctly. Thank you for catching me out. On the 10th of the 4th, 1995. He then rejoined your brigade on the 20th of the 9th, 2000. Again, joining Merlu Brigade as the 4th Lieutenant on the 1st of the 7th, 2007, and then 2nd Lieutenant Merlu Brigade on the 2nd of the 1st of the 7th, 2011, and then joining your brigade again on the 23rd of the 5th, 2014. Were you a member of both, or you?
No,
you
I grew up at Duxton to start with. That was in Longford, and then we bought a farm in Merlu.
Right.
Went out there, then come back.
That explains it. That explains it.
I couldn't say no to them either until we get there. Thanks a lot.
Did you want to say a couple of words?
Oh, well, yeah, I've done bugger all in the Fire Brigade the last couple of years, had a family problems. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Out of Merlo, it's probably, you had to be in the Fire Brigade there because there's hardly anybody in the Fire Brigade, and I only lived 4 or 5 k's from it, so I've got heaps of call outs out there because we're so close. But now, I'm a fair way from the Fire Brigade, so, and I've got older, so I'm a bit slack. Oh,
So once again, congratulations to those members, some very long serving. It doesn't matter whether it's 5 or it's 40 years, you've all committed to this brigade and got it to where it is today. And for that, I say thank you to you, and please continue on and be a loyal serving CFA member of a great organisation and this great brigade that's given 75 years already to this community. So once again, thank you to the family and friends again for your support here tonight and ongoing behind the scenes. These members are great, they're doing it day and night and protecting your community, and it's with your support that they can continue to do that. Thanks again, I look forward to the rest of the evening.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks very much, and we'll get there eventually. Oh, we probably don't need it anyway. So, thanks very much for that, and they are always special, those certificates and those medals. So, what I want to do now is, we want to get to this cutting of the cake, and perhaps the order's a little bit wrong, but I think we'll do it now. So, if we could get our brigade management team to come out, and if they could come out right now behind the cake, and then we'll do the cutting of the cake, and we'll get a few photos, and then we'll move on. So thank you very much, all the brigade management team. Gary, that would be you too.
Come on, get close. No social distancing tonight. Wish. Wish.
Ready, Cheryl? Oh, well done. Thanks very much. Actually, that doesn't look so good when I think about it. All right, I might quickly get the captain's speech out of the way. So first of all, I might just begin with the thank yous. So first of all, thanks to the Sale Greyhound Club for providing this function room for us free of charge tonight. So I think that deserves a clap and well done. And thanks very much to Catherine Goodwin, Reese's mum, for the amazing cake. So again, a big clap. Also to everyone who agreed to be interviewed for part of our video, which you'll see shortly. I know it's not everyone's sort of cup of tea, but thank you for humouring me at least. And also to the 75th Planning Committee, which was initially a lot of early work done by Neil Burton, but especially Harold Reese and Cheryl in more recent weeks. So thank you to those people. And also, just really echoing Trevor's words, I wanted to thank too the families of our members, and they are often just left to hold the fort when that pager rings, and they know what it is to worry. They know what it is not to know when their loved ones will be returning, and when they do return, we're often smoky, tired and hungry. They serve too, and we salute you, so give yourselves a clap and a pat on the back. Thank you. So on this occasion of Longford Fire Brigade's 75th birthday, I was just thinking about what Longford would have been like in the 1940s, and I wasn't there, but we know that there are some people here this evening who were, and if you get the chance, please speak to them later on. But Longford had seen a lot of increased activity over those war years of World War II, both on the ground and in the air, particularly with the RAAF and their training, especially the bombing and gunnery schools that were set up, some of them in our brigade area. So they'd also experienced bad fires as well, and that's part of what led to a public meeting being held at the Longford Community Hall on the 25th of September in 1946. And it was there the decision was made to form a local brigade. And that was made in that same place where we will be celebrating next week, next Saturday, in the morning with our Community Fun Day, a chance for us to celebrate with our community. And so this is our night, but there'll be a Community Day on the 21st. So apparently the decision to form that brigade was a unanimous one. And there's about 40 men who soon joined the brigade, and I did just note that that is not so dissimilar to our current membership of approximately 45. So what is it that makes our brigade special? And I thought it's not the station, and it's not the fire truck. What makes our brigade special is you and us, and it's the people, and I'm proud that we are a family-friendly brigade. And we see some of those names that do just keep popping up generation to generation, and I think that's a good sign. So we all get along well together, and we're known both, I think I can say this, we're known both within the group and also the district level as a brigade that they can be depended upon to turn out and to get the job done. And that's a tribute to our professionalism. I use that word deliberately. I know we're volunteers, but we're professional volunteers. We take it seriously. And I was thinking on that topic of volunteerism, and I think it's something innate, particularly to country Australians. And I think that this may be because we know, and they know, that they can't afford to wait for others to solve their problems. And if there's a job to do, well, we just roll up our sleeves and get it done. And we're keen to get it done and then get home. And that's just something that country Australians seem to do. And do we have more time than others? No. And a lot of our members in the brigade are extremely busy people. And we simply understand that perhaps the more that you give in life, the more you get from it. As Sir Winston Churchill said, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And I believe that volunteers, they have a sense of self-worth that money simply cannot buy. And there's a positivity among volunteers, particularly in our brigade, that I think is admirable. It's also was a really great pleasure to be able to interview more than 30 of you in the making of the video, which we'll watch soon. And if there was one common theme that kept coming up, it was that feeling of camaraderie that members felt for each other. And many mentioned also that the brigade was almost like a second family to them, that you knew that when the chips were down, that the other members had your back. And a number of us have unfortunately known some sickness in the last couple of years, and it just filled me with immense pride every time I hear of what other members are doing for each other. And there's little things like dropping people off to appointments, it's moving cars that might have been left at hospitals, it's looking after the cat, it's getting some firewood. And I don't need to ask anyone to do it, you just do it because you care for each other. And I thought it's really just the same spirit of mateship that was sustained and shown even by the volunteer Anzacs in World War I. And that's that link, the volunteerism, and also that famous Australian humour that can still be found on the back of a fire truck later, deep into the night indeed. And it lifts our spirits and it sustains us, and it's special, and it's Australian. And so I'm just left with a tremendous sense of optimism for our brigade. 75 years on, we still have young members joining up, and they're keen to join, and I'm blown away by their ability and their quickness to learn new things, and that encourages us and some of the older members to do our best as well, to do our bit. And so you've all played a role in building what we have today, and I would again just like to acknowledge our non-operational members and the work that they do, and we often don't acknowledge it like we should, but you're filling important, super important roles, and it helps us turn that truck out. And so we remember too those who've passed away, those who've served in the past, and their service is not forgotten, and it is appropriate on the 75th anniversary that we do remember them. And I know that I've fond memories of some people who have now passed on, but I still remember it on the fire ground and remember things that they've taught me, and so their example of service, it lives on in us, and we can pass that on too. And so I can see no reason why the Longford Brigade can't continue to build upon this rich legacy of service and volunteerism, and we do what we can when we can, and long may that continue. Thank you. We'll now present the 75th anniversary movie, Courage Under Fire, which is about 24 minutes long, and then after that there'll be a few more words from our dignitaries and guests, so it might just take just half a minute to get started, and hopefully the volume will be loud enough for all sort of.
Sorry, this is what happens when we don't have a practice. But at the same moment, we were surprised by a special presentation, and I'd like to invite Wayne up because she has a special presentation for us, and she can do that while we're setting up the video. Thank you, John. Which depicts a lot of the things that our firefighters are faced with, and it's a gift to the Fire Brigade put up on their wall. I painted it myself.
All right, well, thank you very much, and I think we need to perhaps unveil it over here. We'll remove our photo there and we'll unveil it. So thank you so much for that, guy. You can just pop that one down and... Come over, yeah. All right, you want to go to the other side and we'll slowly. Wow. Another round of applause.
Lovely.
Phelps and I am currently serving as captain of the Longford Fire Brigade. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. It gives me real pleasure to present this short film to help us celebrate 75 years of service to the Longford community. Here is our story. Australia has always been a country of great extremes. We quickly learned that droughts will come, fires will burn, with flooding rains completing the cycle. We know that this will continue into the future as it has in past days. Gippsland is one of the most fire-prone landscapes on Earth. Gippsland suffered bad fires in January 1939, and in 1944, St James's Church was burnt to the ground right here in Longford.
In the 39, I thought it was real early. It was very bad, it wasn't it?
Little wonder then that far-sighted farmers and community members banded together to establish a fire brigade for Longford. The brigade was officially established on the 6th of November in 1946. Mr. Bill Sharnock remembers that the equipment in the 1940s was basic.
And weeders and the knapsacks, I think they mainly, that's all we had for it. No uniform at all, we all went in what we were wearing. No, it's not what they got now.
The 1950s saw our first official truck with the arrival of a small Austin tanker. The 1960s saw the brigade get a home with the original shed constructed. Radios for improved communication were also purchased. The truck was upgraded too to a 1300 International. The 1970s saw knapsacks pre-positioned in the Golden Beach area, and the brigade received its first four-wheel drive truck with the arrival of the 1400 International. The 1980s saw some shed overalls supplied by CFA and a chainsaw purchased. Soon the shed had to be lifted to fit in the new taller high-no tanker. Brigade meetings were held in the Longford Hall. The 1990s saw the old shed replaced with a larger shed with room for a quick fill, tanker and other equipment. Meetings were held in the fire shed during the warmer months and the Longford Community Centre during the winter months. The 25th of September 1998 was a bad day for Longford with the explosion and fire at the Longford gas plant. The brigade was amongst the first emergency services to arrive on scene. We're also soon to receive a new tanker. It was goodbye to the Hino and hello to the Isuzu 3.4D. Long periods of drought saw many large campaign-style fires with Longford crews repeatedly sent on deployments to fight them. We had some large fires in the local plantations too. Our brigade finally built a meeting room, small kitchenette and toilet. These comfortable facilities were largely built by brigade members with help from local tradesmen. GPS units were purchased and the brigade received a breathing apparatus and also purchased a Toyota Land Cruiser slip-on just in time for the large Black Saturday fires of 2009.
When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light, it slipped undone and touched us.
And in the 2010s, further works improved the amenity of the station by concreting large aprons, and the station was further deepened to provide more room. We finished the decade with a large fire between Rosedale and Longford and the Black Summer fires of the 2019-20 season. In the 2020s, the brigade received an automatic door which has further improved their turnout times. We remain a healthy, family-friendly brigade, always striving to keep our community safe. The torch may have passed from generation to generation, but the spirit of volunteerism continues. a typical turnout looks like for our brigade. A member of the public calls 000 to report an incident. Esther notifies emergency services via a pager service, which is also sent to us on our mobile phones. We are on call all the time, but respond when able to. Our members drive to the station, quickly get changed, and roll out the tanker, slip on, or both vehicles if required.
I'm giving inch, taking miles, running on instinct, breaking the law. I'm being pulled apart by horses, bits of me strewn across the land. Reshape our
If the incident is code 1, then lights and sirens will be used. Viacom is notified when we leave the station. More often than not, we will be supporting another local brigade with an incident in their area. They provide the same support to us when we require it. Some of our members will respond directly to the scene in private vehicles, but can use their phone app to alert the crew leader.
Right on the back. Right on the back.
Dr. Tankers back.
Viacom, Longford Tankers turning into grass and scrap fire. Andrews Road, Longford. Port 3, code 1.
Dr. Longford Tankers. We're getting a lot of phone calls in on this. Air support is not attending due to low FDI. They are available if required.
strewn across the land. Render
Viacom Longford Tanker is on scene and investigating.
Dr. Longford Tanker.
For fires of long duration, relief crews will be arranged. Crew members also have ration packs to keep the energy up if food cannot be arranged in a timely manner. If it's outside the fire danger period and you are planning to burn, always register your burn first and check the weather forecast conditions for the next 48 hours. It might just save our volunteers from turning out.
you must have heard it before. But I can't stop, that's not my style.
When the vehicles return, they must be refilled with water and diesel if necessary so that we are completely ready for the next response. It all looks pretty smooth, but this is the result of good training.
A trembling and a shaking, thinking about what's in store.
People are often quite surprised to learn just how many assets the Longford Brigade helps protect. We cover about 313 square kilometres and our population of more than 1,500 is growing rapidly. We have more than 500 houses, large farms, a primary school with more than 150 students, a busy preschool and many clubs and sporting organisations. Many sail clubs are actually located here in Longford, including the Sail Golf Club. The Longford gas plant infrastructure is worth billions of dollars and commenced operation here in 1969. In that time, it has processed more than half of Australia's crude oil and hydrocarbon liquids. Around 200 employees help Esso Longford plant supply around 40% of the East Coast gas market, including Tasmania and New South Wales. The gas for the Sydney Olympic flame that Cathy Freeman led went through Longford first. The heliport fleet of 5 helicopters, worth $100 million, fly approximately 10,000 workers to the 23 offshore platforms every year. Esso has provided many thousands of dollars to the Longford Brigade over our 50-plus year history of working together. Longford has had a strong link to the RAAF, especially since World War II when bombing and gunnery ranges were first set up here. A large radar is also located in Longford, and the famous RAF roulettes are often spotted training in our sky. Provided many thousands of dollars to the Longford Brigade over our 50-plus year history of working together. Longford has had a strong link to the RAAF, especially since World War II when bombing and gunnery ranges were first set up here. A large radar is also located in Longford, and the famous RAF roulettes are often spotted training in our skies. Longford is home to the ABC radio transmitter as well as many other vital telecommunication infrastructure. Another valuable asset are the thousands of hectares of pine plantations and many parks and forests too.
I joined in the brigade roughly about 1952 or 3.
Yeah, 1958. It was either 69 or early 70.
81. That's fine, 81. Officially, I don't remember. What, 70, 75, 7, something like that?
I think it's 1979 I first joined the CFA. And then I rejoined here in 2015 when I came over here.
In 79.
In 1989.
So I then started again with Longford. 1998 maybe. Officially joined probably 98, 99 around that time.
Well, I joined about the same time as my brother, which would have been about 1998 or 1999.
2003. I think it was 2004. I think.
2004?
I think 2004.
20.
I joined in 2013.
Actually joined in 2013.
2013.
I joined, my daughter was just about to be born, I'm pretty sure. So she was born in 2013. So 2013, I'm going with that. We'll see how we go.
Joined in 2013.
It would have been 2014, December 2014.
I'm pretty sure it was 2016.
When did it start, 2019?
2019. I joined just shortly after the big fires.
2021. 2022.
The brigade has supported many community gatherings over the past 75 years. The Longford Vintage Tractor Pull, School Fair and Auction, Santa Transport Duties, Good Friday Appeal, Big Freeze, Blood Bank, barbecues, Brigade Open Days, the opening of the swing bridge, and much, much more.
Walk with me, Susie Lee, through the park and by the tree. We will rest upon the ground and look at all the bugs we found. Safely walk to school without a sound. Safely walk to
We used to love the big half-inch town branch, but it emptied the tanker pretty quick.
Definitely the town branch, that big mother. In the side of the tanker, you need 3 people to handle it, and it drains like 3,000 litres in about 5 minutes. You put the pump on full ball and just watch that thing go. It is awesome.
Probably the hose. I still enjoy picking up a hose and putting out a fire.
I like the slip-on. I don't know why it's called me crazy, but I like driving around in the slip-on. And any time you get the BA is pretty good fun too. So
The old tankers, including the old Hino we had, they're probably the favourite machine.
don't mind working from the deck. Grass fires, that's quite good.
Oh, definitely the laptop.
Hose.
Well, because they dump a lot of water quickly. Right, would be the hardest.
Well, I had you working with a knapsack, that's all I remember.
Oh, for me, it's got to be a drip torch.
The hose on the back. The hose on the back of the truck. Less walking, and you just turn the valve on and everyone's happy.
Oh, I think my favourite apparatus is the front seat of the truck when we're driving home. Not me driving, me in the passenger seat. Everything we had was there for a reason, and we used it for a reason. Oh, I like them all. It was a great coach. Rayco.
I definitely like that.
Probably the knapsack or maybe the Rayco. Let's say the Rayco. Least favourite would be a Rayco.
Well, I could say Rayco, but I could also say the beaters, because when I started, we used knapsacks and beaters, and beaters were not very good.
Rayco, I hate that thing.
Oh, that's an easy one, like everyone else is a Rayco.
Oh, what do you think, Rayco?
I hate the Rayco.
Rayco, batteries are always flat in that.
But only after you've been on it for a little while, then it gets awesome.
I don't think you're up to it. Anything to do with drafting? Drawing the water. Don't really enjoy that much.
I'd say the least favourite would be the drafting. The fire truck. Protect, because it's super powerful and I'm really small.
64mm branches.
The beaters and the knapsacks, I think that's all we had for it.
Oh, that'd have to be the Rayco, I think, wouldn't it? Don't get me wrong, the Rayco has got its place, and that's left on the truck.
Looking forward, looking back, I've come a long way down the track. Got a long way left to go, making songs of what I know, making sense of what I've seen. All the love we've had between you and I along the track, looking forward, looking back. There are strange days full of change on the way, but we'll be fine, and like sun I'll be leaning making songs from what I know. Hey. Little things, big things grow. Little things, big things grow. The rings you were working, nothing but rations. But once they had gathered the wealth of the land, daily depression got tighter and tighter. The rings were inside it, they must make it stand. They picked up their swags, started off walking at Water Creek. They sat themselves down, now it don't sound like much, but it sure got tongues talking back at the homestead, dead in the town. From little things, big things grow. From little things, big things grow. The vesting man said, I'll double your wages, 18 quid a week, you'll have in your hand. Vincent says,
If I could just now invite our Group Officer, Mr. Brian Nichols, to say a few words.
Thank you, Daniel, and thank you for the invitation. I think you've got yourself a new job. Promoting CFA, that's absolutely magnificent. Well done, and congratulations on that video. Also, congratulations on your becoming 75 years old, but I think technically it's 76.
Yeah, it is technically.
Due to COVID, you were unable to continue on with that. To all the members of the Longford Fire Brigade, past and present, thank you and well done for your efforts over the years, and may it continue. Thank you.
Too quick. All right, well that's about it, and the meals on my schedule says they're about to be served, and I can see that they are. But if I could just say one thing, and that is thanks very much to everyone who made the effort to get those photos and videos to me. Without them, I could not have put that together. So I think that's it. So enjoy your meals. Thank you. No. Yeah, that's only some of it too, because I've done all the other most of the other interviews as well, which I think I've got here, which I'll people scan and then they contact the other ones.
Okay. Ah, fantastic.